What's the difference between a pidgin and a Creole? Let's check this out. Tourists were on their way to their vacation destination when their airplane had an engine failure and crashed in an island. Only 3 people survive. One speaks Japanese, konnichiwa, another Spanish, hola, while another English, hello. These survivors do not understand one another's language. So how would they communicate with each other? When these survivors simplify their languages and create a new code which does not have a native speaker, this is called Pidgin. Pidgins and Creoles are both the result of what happens when you blend two or more languages, but they are not the same. Put simply, a pidgin is the first generation version of a language that forms between native speakers of different languages, a makeshift communication bridge, if you will. A Creole is a pidgin with native speakers or one that has been passed down to a second generation of speakers who will formalize it and fortify the bridge into a robust structure with a fully developed grammar and syntax. Generally speaking, pidgins form in the context of a multicultural population. Philippines is an example. Historically, this has often happened in areas where multiple groups were trading with each other, or when groups of slaves from various nations were assimilated into a single population and developed a language. Pidgins often borrow words from their source languages and feature a simplified grammar. It's a bare-bones language designed to enable minimum viable communication. In our given example, English, Japanese, and Spanish, these are the source languages. By the time a pidgin becomes a Creole, the language has developed enough of its own characteristics to have a distinct grammar of its own. Beyond the well-known French West African Creole spoken in Haiti, there's also Hawaiian Creole English, which is a mix of Hawaiian English, Chinese, Spanish, and other languages. Malay also has at least 14 recognized Creole offshoots thanks to Dutch and Portuguese colonial impact. Gola is an English-based Creole spoken in the southern United States, and then there's the French-based Louisiana Creole. There's also Chabacano, a Spanish-based Creole spoken in the Philippines. When these survivors, in our given example, form a community and build their own families in the island, they teach their kids the pidgin, which becomes their lingua franca or first language, called Creole. A Creole is a type of natural language that developed historically from a pidgin and came into existence at a fairly precise point in time. It takes generations to form a language from Pidgin to Creole. It's important to note that Pidgins don't always become Creoles. If a second generation of speakers picks up aspects of the Pidgin as a second language, it's still generally considered to be a Pidgin. However, if the society doesn't provide an environment where the language can continue developing in relative isolation, the pidgin will often disappear along with the need for it. Now, list three salient points which can be derived from the concept notes. You have a minute to work on it. Your time starts now. Your time is up. Thank you for participating today.